Hello, Madrid'S, and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid, My DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important update. On today's agenda, we are going to be bringing you a report of last night's clash against Mallorca, where Real Madrid struggled to beat the home team in a 1-0 win. We are going to be talking you through the players' short report and ratings in this episode. But before we proceed, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. Kickstarting with the players rating, we are going to start with the goalkeeper Andrei Lunin with a rating of 8 out of 10. The Ukrainian was relatively undisturbed in the first 45 minutes on the night, barring a massive save at the hour mark to deny Lato's header from point-blank range. Similarly, had just one big save to make in the second period of the encounter. Left back Ferland Mendy with a rating of 8 out of 10. A good all-round display from the French left back, who utilized his lack of defensive duties to try his luck up front, completed 93% of his passes, recorded 2 key passes, and completed 1 long ball on the night. Centre-back Nacho Fernandez with a rating of 8 out of 10. The captain put up an impressive shift, returning to the starting 11 with solid defending and reliable distributions. Came up clutch with a sensational block to deny the host at the hour mark in a virtual 1v1 situation. Centre-back Antonio Rudiger with a rating of 7 out of 10. One of the few stars not rested after the game against City, Rudiger was reliable as ever in defense. He was not extensively tested on the night, nevertheless. Right back Lucas Vázquez with a rating of 7 out of 10. The Spaniard did not have much defensive work to do, given Los Blancos' dominance at Saint Mois. Vázquez thus pushed forward without hesitation and did well to provide width in the absence of the natural wingers. Midfielder Luka Modric with a rating of 7.5 out of 10. The Croatian started for the first time in 4 games, taking up Toni Kroos's place in the starting lineup, while he was magical with his vertical carries and dribbles. He, too, struggled to create any direct chances in the first half. Aurélien Tchouameni with a rating of 9 out of 10. The Frenchman returned to his role in the defensive midfield role on the night and delivered a well-rounded performance against Mallorca. Was rock solid in the duels, winning 100% of them, while also being accurate with his passing range. Scored an absolute flabbergasting goal to give his side the lead early in the second half. Brahim Diaz with a rating of 7.5 out of 10. The Moroccan star dished out a routine first half without many flashy attacks, putting a good shift of the ball, but was average going forward. Made a great solo run and came close to scoring in the 54th minute, but was denied by Predrag Rajokovic. Grew into the game as the second half progressed, but missed virtually an open goal at the hour mark. Completed 3 successful dribbles and provided 1 key pass on the night. Jude Bellingham with a rating of 7 out of 10. The spotlight was on Bellingham at the Estadio Saint Mois after his relatively poor display against Manchester City in the midweek. Whilst he far from his best, he was the player with the biggest chance to open the scoring for his side in the first half when he hit the woodwork with a long-range shot from far out. Came close to scoring once more immediately after the break, but came up short. All in all, an improved performance from midweek, but one that still left the fans asking for more. Federico Valverde, with a rating of 7 out of 10, the Uruguayan was indispensable as always to Real Madrid press as he raked up 7 defensive actions on the night, grew into the team's attack as the night progressed, and got into the scoring positions, failed to score an open goal in the 70th minute, which would have killed the game completely. Joselu Mato with a rating of 6 out of 10. The Spaniard has a silent first half with no shot, just 7 passes completed and 1 defensive contribution. Was relatively better in the second half, but seldom came tangibly close to scoring. Talking about substitute players, we will start with Vinicius Jr. with a rating of 7.5 out of 10. The Brazilian brought vertically and a direct threat to the goal immediately after his introduction. Eduardo Camavinga with a rating of 7 out of 10. A bright cameo from the youngster who injected energy and stamina into midfield, appeared to be physically struggling at one point but continued the game comfortably. Then there were other substitutions such as Avani, Carvajal and Eder Militao, who both have no rating as they came up with little time left to play. So having concluded with the ratings, we will give you a complete summary of the game of how it started. Real Madrid returned to action in La Liga against Mallorca on Saturday night as they aim to extend their provisional lead at the top of the table to 11 points. Los Blancos did indeed treat the game as a final and saw no two ways about the result. However, Carlo Ancelotti was concurrently forced to rotate his squad, keeping the second leg against Manchester City in mind. With stars including Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo on the bench, the Merengues were relatively subdued in attack in the first half, and the opening 45 minutes understandably finished 0-0. The second half, however, got off to a great start after the golazo gave the visitors the lead. Ancelotti's side came close to a second goal several times at St. Mark's, but it was simply not meant to be, with the scores ending 1-0 in favor of Real Madrid. Barcelona also won elsewhere on the night, reducing the score to only 8 points, taking into next week's El Clasico. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.